There are so many decisions that you're all going to be making, especially over these next couple of years. As you're looking at where you're going to go to college, if you're going to go to college, if you're going to go to military, if you're going to go to a workforce, right? If you're going to play D1 ball, maybe, right? Richard Seymour said, and I mentioned that, right? If you're going to go on, whatever it is that you're going to do, there's one consistent, making those decisions that are going to affect you for the rest of your life. And I know sometimes it sounds cliche, and you see a guy like me standing up here, bald, obviously got some time on my, behind me, and you say, what's this guy talking about? But I'm telling you right now, as somebody who lives it and sees it every day, who's somebody who gets calls from constituents, the decisions you make now and for the next few years are going to last a lifetime. So the more knowledge you have now, the better off you are, whatever it is you choose to do. Nobody would take that field. Nobody would take that field without a playbook. Having financial literacy in your schools, learning financial literacy today, and most of all, by talking to each other about it, you're designing that playbook for life. You're designing that playbook so that no matter what happens, you have adversity in front of you, you have the persistence to face that adversity, but you know you have the knowledge and the information to make great decisions. So my friends, we're going to get started here. And I can't wait to see all the work that you've put in place in getting ready for this. But I want you to hear from a couple of my friends first. I mentioned the Massachusetts Bankers Association and Kathleen Murphy. We work together as legislators, as bankers, and everybody else. We come together to figure out the right way to do things for our community. And she wanted to be here today to be a part of this because she believes in you, she believes in your future, and she believes in financial literacy and making it a part of our schools across the Commonwealth. So put your hands together, please. President of Mass Bankers Association, Kathleen Murphy.
Wow, I don't think I can beat that, Senator Feeney, but I am so thrilled to be here, and congratulations to all of you for being here to be a part of this financial football event. I had an opportunity to see this once before in Denver, Colorado, and you're in for a real treat. And as Senator Feeney said, you don't enter important parts of your life without a playbook. And so I think you're going to find that today, and I understand that you all have been practicing too. Has been doing some research and practicing for today for the questions. Well, that's going to come in handy because we did some of the questions earlier, and it's going to be just an incredibly great event. So my name is Kathleen Murphy. I'm president and CEO of the Massachusetts Bankers Association. We're 120 years old. We're an organization that represents all the FDIC insured banks in Massachusetts. And so what our members do is when you think about banks, they provide loans and services, but they're also technology companies. They have a real interest in data analytics, cybersecurity, marketing, all of these things that perhaps you are thinking about when you're thinking about a career and your future. And so what I would like to do is introduce a couple of my colleagues. I think they're at the table. Where are they? In the back. So some of my colleagues in the back who are waving their hands. If you have an interest in pursuing a career or seeing what's available in financial services, please talk with a couple of our colleagues here, and they will get information for you and help steer you in the right direction. So we're very excited about that. I, too, want to express a very special thanks to Visa. We have a wonderful relationship with Visa as well, and the fact that they have made this investment in financial literacy for schools across the country and to get the message out about the importance of financial education, we can't thank them enough for what they're doing to advance this conversation. There are 30 states in the United States that require financial education before graduation. Massachusetts is not one of them, but we have been working very hard to change that. Senator Feeney's leadership, other legislation that's pending here in Beacon Hill, hopefully will make that happen this year. So just like reading and writing, knowing how to manage your finances is a life skill, because it's not just thinking about how to make those important decisions, but if you make bad decisions and you have a bad credit history, that could impact jobs that you might be able to get to. So the decisions you're making today will, in fact, impact your future. And that's why we are thrilled that you're here and that you'll see the value of the important things that you're going to be learning today. So with that, I would like to now introduce another champion of financial education, and this is Senator Patrick O'Connor, State Senator Patrick O'Connor. He's actually my senator. He represents some of the communities on the South Shore of Massachusetts, and a huge champion of financial education. And please join me in providing a warm welcome to State Senator Patrick O'Connor.
Good morning, everybody. I'll be brief. I just really wanted to welcome you all to Foxborough, to Gillette Stadium, and really thank Senator Feeney for organizing all of this today. Thank Visa, the Mass Bankers Association, and all of you for participating. And this is going to be, in my opinion, a really valuable activity that we're doing today, an exercise. And as Kathleen said, and as Senator Feeney said, for 8 years now, I've been trying to get financial literacy as a mandated curriculum inside of our schools. We see firsthand through the 28 other states have done this, and Massachusetts hasn't done this yet. And we take a lot of pride in our education. Massachusetts ranks #1 across the spectrum of all 50 states when it comes to our public education. But I think that the one thing that's really missing is educating our students in financial literacy. You have the ability right now to go on your phone and apply for a loan or even apply for a mortgage. And what we need to do in the legislature is make sure our school districts are giving you the tools that you need, the life skills that you need to go out there and make informed consumer decisions. Every single day we hear from constituents who have fallen into tough times, and a lot of them have gotten to that place because of the decisions that they made financially, whether it be for their family or they fell on unemployment and they didn't have the savings that are there. These things matter. Today matters. This competition today is really going to make a difference in our hope, and we thank Visa for their sponsorship and putting this on today. But this is our hope, is that this isn't a one-off, that this is every school district across the state participating in activities like this and learning the skills that they need to learn to go out into the real world and have as much opportunity that they possibly can. So I wanted to thank everybody again, and now I'm going to turn it off to Joe Samuel, who's the first Vice President of Community Financial Institutions for the Northeast region of Visa, who is our proud sponsor here today, so we thank Visa for their work. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is an absolute pleasure to be here with all of you. Home of the 6-time Super Bowl champion New England Patriots, which is pretty spectacular. That's rarefied air. I think you all know that, but that is incredibly rarefied air. So someone mentioned this already. We're in a stadium that has seen champions rise. I mean, just walk around here, it's pretty amazing to see what's been done here over the course of a number of years to build 6 Super Bowl champions. But today we're here for a different reason. And we're starting to build other champions. Those are financial champions. It's you, the students, right? As you've heard before, this is really about you and helping you on your journey around financial literacy and the importance of financial literacy. So again, my name is Joe Samuel. I lead the Northeast region for Visa, or Community Financial Accounts. Before I go any further, I do want to extend my deep, sincere appreciation and gratitude to Senator Feeney, Kathleen Murphy, for everyone, the honorable members of the state legislature who are here, various members of the community banks who really support financial institutions, who support financial literacy. So our friends and colleagues at Cape Ann Savings Bank are here, Cape Cod 5. We have a number of other financial institution members that are here. So thank you all, because they do a lot of work as well to support financial literacy. And I do want to say one thing that I think is really important. Like, we're talking a lot about financial literacy today, and you're going to hear about it's really important to your life. And it is. I'll just give you a quick anecdote. So when I was your age, how many of you know what a newspaper is? You've actually seen one, like the physical? All right. So I used to deliver those when I was your age. Right? That was my first job. And so I had a paper route. I was a paper boy. And so I got up at 4:45 every morning, rain or shine. I grew up in Colorado, so the winters can be kind of rough. And I had a bike. I had this red and black Huffy bike. I don't know if Huffy even exists anymore. So I'm dating myself, by the way. And so, going around delivering newspapers, and it was like, oh, what a drag. But what was awesome was when I got paid and learning how to manage that money. I made mistakes, and you all will make mistakes, But as Senator Feeney said, I wish I would have had this, because what you're all experiencing now will help you on this journey learn about how to properly manage money, right? Today's not the destination. Today's just part of the journey. So with that, what I'd like to do is bring back up Kathleen Murphy and Senator Feeney. And we're going to get things going. And as they come on stage, I want to introduce someone incredibly special. This person, I mentioned rarefied air and the Patriots. This person is rarefied air. This gentleman is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. That's climbing Mount Everest 3 times, to put this in better context. 3-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time Pro Bowler. That's hiking Mount Kilimanjaro 5 times. And inducted into the New England Patriots Hall of Fame. So without further ado, please help me in giving a warm welcome to Mr. Richard Seymour.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good, good.
Get yourself
I think we need these couches over on this side instead
Tell
of
me
these
about it,
chairs.
right? Get yourself comfortable. Guys, one more time. Come on. Richard Seymour, Patriots legend. Woo. Oh, man. Richard, I think we got some energy in here today.
Yeah, no, good. Well, first of all, let me just say it's certainly an honor and a pleasure for me to be here today. I think financial literacy is extremely important. And, with Visa and the financial football, I certainly wish I had this when I was in high school, too. So I think it's really important that you guys take advantage of the lessons that you learned here today. And, again, I'm honored to be here, and we can take some pictures, have some fun, do all of the things that we do. So let's do it.
All right. Well, Richard, first of all, welcome home.
No, thank you.
Welcome back to Foxborough.
Yes.
You've had an absolute storied career, much of it here in this stadium itself, and then off to Oakland and the Raiders organization.
Right.
But coming back to a place like this where you had so much success, I mean,
Yeah.
my favorite memories are seeing you on the Jumbotron here and We Ready and watching you up on that Jumbotron. What does it feel for you? What does it feel like for you coming back here, coming back home where you had such a great, storied career?
Yeah, no, well, first of all, I'll say, I have so many lifelong friendships and relationships that I've built and cultivated over the years. When you play such a team sport, you go through so many ups and downs together. And, you learn so much, you sacrifice so much. I think football is one of the ultimate, team sports. And everybody has to, as Coach Belichick always said, everyone has to do their job. And no job is more important than the other job. And so everyone is a part of the team, and the team comes first. And so when I was here, I played on the defensive line, and it's certain styles of play that you can have. But we had to sacrifice so much as a defensive front. So myself, Vince Wilfork, and also Ty Warren, Jarvis Green, we sacrificed so much so the linebackers could come free. But the benefit to that was it gave us a greater opportunity to win. And I think at the end of the day, we didn't care about who got the credit, who got the glory. It was all about the team, and it was all about winning at the end of the day. And so that's one of the things life lessons that I've learned, and the relationships that I've built and cultivated over the years. If you do your job, the success and all of the things that, come with that, it comes, but it's all a part of, see those Lombardi trophies in the back room there?
Oh, look at those.
Yeah, that's really what it's all about, and it's a lot of success. And again, one of the things that I'm most proud of as well is also being a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And that doesn't happen on your own by yourself. I had a lot of teammates that helped me, obviously climb those mountains as we talked about earlier. So, I'm humbled and honored by that.
And I will say, talked about the Hall of Fame, and I want Kathleen, I know, has some questions for you, but one of the best induction speeches I've ever seen. You were real, you were humble, and you could see it. You were very, very appreciative, and you gave the credit to others, and you don't often see that. So I appreciate who you are.
No,
Kathleen.
thank you.
Yeah, great. Again, Richard, thank you so much.
Oh.
We're so thrilled that you're here.
Thank you.
And as Richard said, that you'll have a chance to interact and say hello to him directly after this. So I was just thinking, when you went, maybe you talk a little bit about your journey, your football journey, and did you always know you wanted to be a pro football player, or was there a point in time where you were in the sport and you realized, oh, maybe, like, in other words, this gets to this whole idea of goal setting.
Right. So for me, I didn't play football until my 9th grade year of high school. I played other sports, but I never played football. Because when I was in, kindergarten and first, second grade, I was too big to play against and so my dad, they didn't want me to play with the bigger kids because they felt like that could also strip my confidence away early. But I played, basketball, baseball, so I was active as a kid, but I never played football. But I always loved the game. Football was always really huge in our family. We'd watch football every Sunday, so it was important to me. But I didn't play until high school. And when I played, I loved it, but I wasn't very good when I first started. I'll just be frank with you. I wasn't very good. I had slow feet. I wasn't strong enough. But it also motivated me because I was a competitor and I wanted to compete. And so all the time, it's not like where you start, but it's about the drive and the determination that's on the inside that really pushed me to the next level. And then once I got to the University of Georgia, I started to, get a lot better. But again, I didn't know if I was good enough to play against, the guys in the NFL. But I continued to work on my craft, and lo and behold, on draft day, Bill Belichick called and said, "Hey, we want to make you a Patriot," and it was one of the best days of my life. And again, I was a young guy when I came here, but I came to a veteran team that really, again, as I stated, really taught me the nuances of the game and how to play, football at a really high level. And it was things that I learned under Coach Belichick and Romeo Crennel and Pepper Johnson and Willie McGinnis and Brewski and Vrabel and Rodney Harrison. So I took just a little bit from all of the guys and really implemented it into my game. And it all wasn't on the field. It was just how to take care of yourself, take care of your body, how to really be a pro, how to study film. All of those things really matter if you want to be the best at your craft. And what I will say is, I think what separates players is the will to win, the will to compete at a very high level, leaving no stone unturned. So that's just a little bit of my background.
Thank you.
there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you talk about these mentors. You talk about coming into a veteran team.
Right.
Bill Belichick, in my opinion, the greatest NFL coach in the history of the league. But you had a lot of mentors. You had a lot of people leading you along as a young player. You come in.
Yeah.
So, and it's not just on the field, I'm sure, right? I mean, it was, how to live now, right? How to be in the NFL, how to be responsible, take care of what you got to take care of.
Right.
We got a bunch of high school students here from Canton. By the way, Bulldogs, Canton Bulldogs.
Canton
I know
Dogs. Let's
I know
go,
he's
baby.
a dog. But we have high school students here that are looking for that balance, right? So any advice that you could give them? You want to live life, right? I mean, you come up to the NFL, you want to enjoy it, you want to be able to go out, afford what you can afford. High school students are going to be making the same decisions. Any advice on what they need and what they want to live their lives?
Yeah, well, I think it's important to separate your needs from your wants. right? I think there's certain things that you need. So even if, I don't care if you got a job now and if you're working, I think it's important to separate, like here are the necessities that I need. And once you separate the needs from the wants, then I think it's also important you kind of divvy it up in a bucket. Maybe you take 50% and put that towards the things that I need, right? Then you may take 25% of the balance and say, here are the things that I want. So you may take 25% of that paycheck and do that. And then you take another 25% and add that to your savings. So even if you don't break it down with those numbers, I think it's important to have a plan. And, you can't let your wants get in front of your needs as well. And I think, those are some of the things that you need to set in place in order to succeed at a high level. Because what I will say is, it doesn't matter if you have bad habits, and if you have more, it's just going to be more bad habits later. So I think it's important to set a good foundation of, here are the things that I'm going to do, here's what's important to me, and being transparent at that level and not trying to live above your means, at an early age. And it's important to set really good boundaries as you move forward and get older.
So Senator Feeney talked about mentors. And I'm just curious, like when you think back, if you were going to tell your high school self something that perhaps you didn't think of then, that you believe is important as you've gone through life, is it something you learned from a mentor? Is it something you picked up in school? Or just as you reflect back, was there something that really made a difference in how you approached financial management?
I think it's important to be patient in life, because what I will say, what's for you is for you, and can't no one stop that. If it's meant to be, the Lord will open those doors for you. And you don't have to worry about what your friend is doing and be happy for their success. But I firmly believe just being patient and walking and not trying to do everything, trying to be too quick to the draw. So it's important to just walk through your steps. And even when you get ready to make a purchase or whatever that is, just think it through. Say, is this a need? Is it a want? Should I save? So all of those things that I think, as I look back, when I was in high school, and again, I'm very transparent in this. When I got to college, I made a lot of mistakes when I first got to college. I remember, so like on the college campus, they had, and it wasn't Visa, so we're not going to use Visa during this. But it was credit cards that you could get when you were at college. And I signed up, but again, I had no clue. And I remember I got a call and said, and I think I had like a $2,500 limit at that time in college, but they wanted their money. Yeah. And I didn't have a way to pay them at that time. So those little lessons of, making sure that, again, that I don't put my needs in front of my wants. And again, like getting a credit card I got to college when I was 17 years old. I had no clue about really financial literacy. It was just, I valued money because growing up, I worked in the summers with my dad. And I didn't want to spend my money that I worked hard for, on, just anything. But again, I was spending my mom and my dad's money, and it felt different spending their money than spending my own money. So again, it's really important to build, good habits. And like I said, I've learned from those mistakes along the way. And, I think sometimes you just have to go through life. But I think the best example of it is learning from someone else's mistakes and not letting it happen to you in order for you to understand it. So
that's just fantastic
no,
advice.
Thank you.
And
thank
when you talk about those credit cards, it's responsible use of those.
Right.
Starting very early, then you're establishing a good credit
Right.
history. So but it's being thoughtful about how you use these things that are available to you.
No,
Yeah.
I think they all can be assets, but again, to your point,
Yeah.
I think it's important to have a really good plan. And for me, at 17 years old, I didn't have a plan at all.
Yeah.
So have a plan before you get a credit card.
That's fantastic.
And I think that's probably the most important message, Richard, that, we really want to try and develop today, which is you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know what a credit default swap is, and you don't have to go too deep into economics. Just have a plan for your own life, right?
No, certainly.
And if you had the opportunity to go back and talk to your teenage self, sitting here as a high school student, what advice, having gone through those mistakes, what advice would you give yourself back then?
Yeah, again, like, as I just stated, I think one of them is being patient, and not trying to do too much too soon. And then probably just save more as well. I certainly would save more money and not just being frivolous, going to the mall with my friends or just getting things that I, certainly don't need. And again, that was just a lesson for me in terms of, putting some, some wants, as a young kid in front of my own. But I think it's important, again, if you build good habits about whatever you have, I don't care if you have $100, build really good habits with that. So even one day later on in the future, like, you can still live by those principles, but the values just will be higher at that time. Because if you're bad with money early on, you're probably going to be bad with it later as well. So I think it's good to have good structure. And then again, too, ask really good questions, and lean on somebody that has been there and done it. And it's no shame in asking questions.
Yeah. And I guess one final question for you, Richard. So we talked a little bit earlier. You've made, clearly the path that you've been on has been successful in so many ways. Your athletic path, but also to have the ability to be a part owner in the Raiders.
Right.
And we talked about it's more than just the money side of that.
Right.
Maybe you can speak to that.
Yeah, no, certainly. So I think, and as if everybody don't know, so it'll be a year now here in October where my family and I became co-owners of the Las Vegas Raiders. And so obviously I played here for 8 seasons. And then the Raiders traded for me. Some may say I was traded to the Raiders, but I say the Raiders, certainly traded for me. And I played for another iconic franchise in Al Davis. And I was very fortunate because, I look at it as I played for 2 iconic franchises here in New England and then also in Las Vegas. And so once I got done playing my career, Al Davis wanted me to come and work in the front office for the Raiders. But at that time, my kids were very young. My wife's an East Coast girl, so I felt like that was my responsibility to come back east. But I always kept a really good relationship with his son, Mark David, who's now the owner. And so we would always keep in contact about, the direction of the Raiders and where they were headed and what they were doing. And obviously, I played there my final 4 seasons, and, his dad wanted me to be in the front office. But so I approached Mark Davis and I said, well, hey, I know we're having these conversations, but I would like to come back in the fold with the Raiders, but I would like some equity and ownership within the team. And, throughout that process, to our point earlier, it doesn't matter the financial capabilities that you have. You also have to have really good relationships that you've built and cultivated along the way. And obviously I look at the Kraft family, who's been, instrumental in helping me navigate the space to become an NFL owner. But that was because I had really good relationships and I didn't let any bitterness or anything, because the business of football is all going to happen. Like, even if you look at Brady, he didn't finish his career here. He finished in Tampa Bay. So life is going to happen to us all, but it's really important to build really good relationships and not let your personal feelings get in the way of what the possibilities could be. So, not only is me becoming an owner in the National Football League just about the financial side, it's also about the relationship side that I've, built with the Kraft family. And they were, again, they bent over and opened doors for me that I never could open on my own. But that was because of the relationships that we built it, back in 2001 when we won our first Super Bowl against the Rams. The greatest show on turf, by the way.
One of the highlights of my life watching you guys win that game.
And actually, it's 25 years to that Super Bowl, which was my rookie season.
Wow.
Coming up this year.
Jeez.
So,
wow.
Yeah, no, thank you. So, again, like I said, I'm honored by and I have so much gratitude for the Kraft family because they've opened so many doors for me, and I would not, regardless of my financial capabilities, I would not be in the position that I'm in if I didn't, nurture those relationships, along the way. So even what I would, one of the greatest lessons that I could give you high schoolers as well is, never burn any bridges because you never know, what the future holds. And even if you think something is not working out for you now, it's important to, be cool and calm in those situations because life can happen full circle and not let your emotions get the best of you. Because I easily could have been bitter and moved on, but I wouldn't have been able to, lean in on the relationships that I've built with the Kraft family, to help me, again, me and my family become, owners in the Las Vegas Raiders.
That is some powerful stuff, and I know we're at the end of our time, but you just mentioned bitter. Certainly was probably not an easy time for you when you get that call. You're being traded, you get your roots here. You went to a place, and I had a mentor of mine, and I apologize, Richard, for my accent because it comes out bitter instead of bitter. But I had a mentor of mine who always said, in times of crisis, you can get bitter or you can get better. And it's easy to be bitter, but you chose better, and now look at you, right? You're an owner in the NFL. That does not come easy, but building those relationships and turning that into a positive. So congratulations on that.
No, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
All right. So Richard's going to stick around. He's actually going to help coach you guys up. So he's going to be out there out and about when we're playing this financial football game, coaching you guys up. But before we get there, I want you to realize how honored we all are to be in his presence. So one more round of applause for NFL legend Richard Seymour.
And I also want to thank you, Richard, for wearing green today. Is that green for money?
Money green.
Okay,
Money
there
green
you
with
go.
Visa, exactly. So actually, I thought when we said we had to play a game, I actually, said it earlier. I actually thought we were going to go on the field and play a game outside. So I was ready to get it on, guys. I'm just being honest with you. I got my helmet in the locker room. We can do it.
I think between all of us in this room, we can take him.
No, you could.
All of us, maybe
Good.
together.
I got some grays in the beard now, so you certainly can take me.
All right, we guys ready to move on to some financial football? One more time for Richard Seymour.
Hey.
All right, in just a moment, I'm going to turn it over to my friend Kathleen Murphy to kick us off here and go through the rules. But before I do that, we talked about relationships. We talk about the work that we're doing in public policy, and I want to thank the legislators that are here with us today. I see Representative Stephen Howitt back here. Representative Howitt, thank you so much for being here. State Representative Mike Chasin is with us. Representative Chasin, thank you for being here. State Representative from Attleboro, Jim Hawkins, is with us. Representative Hawkins, thank you. We also have staff from my co-chair of Financial Services, State Representative Jamie Murphy's office. Thank you to his team for being here. And I see Katarina from Congressman Jake Auchincloss's office is here. So thank you to Congressman Auchincloss and his team. All right, and with that, I'm going to kick it over to Kathleen, and we're going to get started.
Okay, you ready to play? All right, so I'm going to go through the rules. It may not sink in on what these all mean, but it will come to you very quickly because it's going to be easy in terms of playing the game. But let me tell you how we do it. So we're going to have two teams. the Patriots and the Raiders. So there'll be a coin toss to determine who will be representing which team. And it's like a real NFL game. There'll be first downs, timeouts, coin tosses, etc. And you'll have coaches to help you, but they won't give you the answers. So to advance the ball down the field, your team will have to answer questions correctly. And they're categorized either easy, medium, or hard questions. Hard questions have two parts. And if you answer the hard questions correctly, your players will advance further down the field than answering an easy question. But if you miss a question, the other team will get the shot. So remember, you have 40 seconds, and it will be timed up here on the screen, so you'll know where you are. You have 40 seconds. If you choose a hard question, just remember you still only have the 40 seconds, and you need to give your coach 5 seconds to get the answer back up here to get it in before the deadline. If it's a true or false question, we need you to say true or false. And then the final answer comes from your coach. So I'm not sure, Senator Feeney, who the coaches are.
All right, we got that. So we're going to have the coaches raise your hand. So coaches, raise your hand. Come on up. You can come on up to the front.
Great.
So we got our two
All
coaches,
right.
our Attleboro coach, our Canton coach. Okay? And so we got two teams you see on the board behind me. We got the 6-time Super Bowl champion New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. All right. Oh, there's some applause there from him.
The Raiders.
All right. So we need Attleboro and Canton to figure out who's going to be the Patriots and who's going to be the Raiders today. Okay? So to do that, we're going to ask each team to send up a captain. So, Coach, if you have a captain that can come on up, and the Canton team send up your captain, come on up. Richard has a coin that he's going to flip, and the winner can choose whether or not you are the Patriots or the Raiders. So here's the way we're going to do it. We're going to start in alphabetical order. So, Attleboro, you're going to be able to call the toss, okay? The heads will be, what do you want to be the heads? The any, probably?
Any.
All right, so any is heads, and the other side is tails. You're going to call it in the air, and whoever wins gets to decide what team you are, okay?
Any is head.
Any is heads, yep. It is tails. Came up tails. So Canton wins the toss. Canton, you have the choice. Do you want to be the New England Patriots or the Las Vegas Raiders? They want to be Patriots. Give it up. Canton is
The
Patriots.
Patriots.
All right.
So whose team am I on? Am I on a team?
So you're gonna start, Richard, coaching one team, and then halfway through you're gonna start coaching the other team with them. So
Fantastic.
I figure they get a little piece of you, every
All
one
right.
of them. All right.
Sounds good.
All right, where did that coin go? Because now we got a flip for the coin toss. Did we ended up with that coin somewhere? There we go. Okay, so captain's back up. So this is going to be for who kicks and who receives first, okay? So Attleboro called the last one. Canton, you're going to call this one. All right, heads is the NE, tails is the 25. All right, what's your call? Heads, it is tails. All right, so you get to choose, right? So do you want the ball? You going to receive first? You're going to receive the ball, okay. All right, so the Raiders will receive, the Patriots will kick, and I think we're ready to go if I get the okay from all of our folks here. Tech team. We good? Coaches are in place. All right, Rich is going to head down and start to coach up, and here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. We already got that one, so we're going to go through.
Oh, here, I'll take those.
Oh, thank you. We got you.
Here, Senator Feeney, give it to me.
Thank you. All right, so the Raiders are receiving.
Give you this. It's for his aid.
So Patriots are kicking. Yep. My fault. Thank you. All right, here's the kick. Ooh, all right. 21-yard return to the 30. So here we go. Coaches? You want?
Okay, so Raiders are on offense. We have 4 categories here: life events, credit, debt, or savings. And you can choose an easy, medium, or hard question. Which category would you like to choose
Which category?
for the Raiders?
Medium?
Oh, sure. Medium savings.
All right,
Medium
savings. Medium. Ooh, game
Oh,
breaker. This is
game
big.
breaker.
Right out of the break here. This is big. All right.
Do you want-
running play, passing play? What do you want to do?
What? Trips off slot under.
Trips off slot under on the passing play. They're going trips off slot under on the passing.
All right, a low-risk saving option is, there's 4 choices there. You have 40 seconds.
Keep an eye on the clock.
4 savings account. Final answer.
4 savings account. Final answer. Oh, correct.
Woo!
Don't forget, we got a game breaker here. We had trips. Ooh, just underneath. Look at that. He breaks them. All right, first down.
All right,
Choose a topic.
it's the Raiders
First down,
ball
Raiders.
still. Which category?
Medium debt, please.
All right,
Debt,
debt,
medium.
medium. Running or passing?
Spread HB sweep left.
All right, spread, halfback sweep left.
Debt payment apps may take blank into account when prioritizing your debt payments.
D, all of the above. Final answer.
D, final answer. Correct. You're on a roll.
All right.
All right, in the shotgun, there's your handoff off the left side.
Oh,
All right, about 3-yard gain.
okay.
Got to establish the run.
All right,
Well
Raiders
done.
still have the ball. Category?
Easy savings.
Okay, easy savings. And when you pick the offense, passing or running, you don't have to pick an actual play. You just say
Oh.
passing or running.
Passing, please.
Passing.
Passing plate.
The best time to begin contributing as much as you can in your 401k is as soon as you get your first job. True or false? Remember, you have 40 seconds.
22 seconds on the clock. Still in the huddle. Still in the huddle.
True. Final answer.
True. Final answer. Correct.
Yes.
Good job. All right, lined up under center. One in the backfield. Throws it out in the flats for a nice 3-yard gain. Okay. I get
All right,
it. Dinking
Raiders
and dunking
ball.
down the field.
Category? Okay, which category?
Hard life events.
Hard life events. Wow.
Running or passing?
Passing.
If you're renting an apartment in your name and your roommate does not pay their portion of the rent, you still owe the full balance. True or false?
That ever happen to you, Richard? You get some deadbeat, just won't pay it.
True. Final answer.
True. Final answer.
All right, there it is.
That's question 1.
Oh, mortgage payments may
D,
include.
all of the above. Final answer.
4. All of the above is the final answer. 10 seconds left on the clock. They got it in.
right.
Big one.
Let's go.
Excellent.
It's like we're in an eye. We get a slot back. Whew. All right, first down.
All right. Category?
Easy debt, please.
Easy debt.
Passing.
Passing.
Variable rate loans have an interest rate that will always decrease over time. True or false?
I think Leslie.
28 seconds on the clock.
True. Final answer.
True final answer. Oh, the first stumble of the game.
Speak up, Leslie. I can't.
So that gives the Patriots an opportunity now to answer a question.
Okay, a fixed expense means, which of the following?
Coach?
Oh,
2, final answer.
2, final
2.
answer. On a defensive play. Oh, tackle for a 4-yard sack. That looked like Seymour bearing down on that quarterback.
okay, Raiders.
Savings hard.
Savings hard. Running or passing?
Passing.
Passing. Financial planner and financial product fees vary and can greatly influence investment returns over a long period of time. True or false?
True final answer.
True final
True.
answer. Correct.
Which is not a retirement savings plan?
Emergency fund. Final answer.
2, emergency fund. Final answer. Correct on both of those. We're in the red zone here. We're getting close. Drops back to pass. Ooh, stiff arm. Touchdown, Raiders.
Attleboro.
All right.
2 point, please.
2 point, two
Going
point
for
conversion.
2. Going for the 2-point conversion.
Running or passing?
Passing.
Passing.
Passing, wow.
Which of the following is not an example of safe internet use?
Four, please.
4, final answer. Correct, good work. Raiders line it up for the 2-point conversion. It's a pass wide open. Conversion good.
There you go.
Give it up for the first score of the game. Attleboro High School Raiders 8-0.
All right. Raiders are kicking off.
All right, Patriots at the 25-yard line, 24-yard return. All right, Coach, you're on offense. Choose a category.
Medium debt.
Medium debt.
Pass play.
Pass play. Going into debt means.
We'll go with 1.
1 final answer. Nice game. Nice game.
It's not bad. 7-yard gain.
All right, Coach. Category.
Life events, medium.
Life events, medium.
Running play.
Running play. A blank is someone who is included on your contract and shares the financial responsibility with you.
3, final answer.
3, cosigner. Final answer?
Yeah.
That was like unanimous. You all said that at the same time. You get some cosigners in the family or what? I may need one. Yeah? Very smart.
First down.
First down, Patriots.
All right.
Hey, Coach.
Credit, medium.
Credit medium. Game breaker coming your way.
Pass.
Passing play. A cash advance is. 30 seconds on the clock. You have those conversations. 20 seconds on the clock, Coach. You gotta let them know. Give them the consensus. 14 seconds on the clock. Five seconds on the clock.
3.
3.
Hurry up. We need your answer. Oh, you did. Okay. Oh, good. Okay.
Nice save. Quick pass
Nice.
over the middle to the tight end. He could go. Oh,
Nice
Tackled at the
play.
3-yard line.
Nice play, Patriots.
Savings medium.
savings medium.
Run.
Running play. A responsible savings goal would be. A responsible savings goal would be. 4 options.
2.
2. Final answer. Ooh, you got all of those in that one row. Good job. Lined up in the backfield, one back in the backfield. There it is, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown Patriots.
We'll try to tie it up with a
2
2-point
points?
conversion.
2-point conversion.
Running or
Pass.
passing?
Pass.
Yeah, pass.
Who can be targets of identity theft?
4.
4, all the above.
4, yeah.
Good job. All right. Patriots tied it up with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the first half, 8-8. We got a close one. Here's the kick.
All right, kicking off. All right,
20-yard return on the kick.
20-yard return. All right, which category?
Hard debt, please.
Hard debt. Running.
Passing.
Passing. The debt avalanche method means you try to pay off the debt with the highest interest rate first.
True. Final answer.
True. Excellent. All right, which habit is likely to lead to debt?
One final answer.
One final answer. All right.
All right.
All right, first down. Okay, Raiders. Category?
Hard credit.
Hard credit.
Passing.
Passing. You can check your credit report for free once a year at freecreditreport.com. True or false?
False is our consensus. False. Final answer.
False. Select the choice that you can make as an 18-year-old that will not be listed on your credit report.
Ten seconds on the clock.
Final
Seconds
answer.
left.
3.
3.
All right.
You guys earned an audible.
Earned an audible.
Can we blitz? Can we blitz? We're about to get a touchdown.
First down. Up, halftime.
And it is halftime at Financial
Halftime.
Football.
Tied up. Tied up 8
Come
to
back
8.
home, Richard. Come back home.
So
Let's go back.
they say come back home. Richard Seymour once again joining the New England Patriots.
All right, let's go, guys.
Help in the second half. Check out your stats here. 92 total yards for the Raiders, yet the score is tied 8-8. And here's the kick to open in the second half. Patriots receive. (19-yard return). Hey, Coach.
Life events hard.
Life events hard.
Pass.
Passing play. looking to stretch the field. Taking a defensive driving course would lower your auto insurance premiums. Taking a defensive driving course would lower your auto insurance premiums.
True.
Answer is true. Final answer?
Yeah.
Question 1 correct. Second question, there are 2 main types of mortgages. There are 2 main types of mortgages. 18 seconds on the clock.
4, final answer.
Answer is 4. Final answer? Correct on both of those. Ooh, the stiff arm. All right, just past midfield. Good job on that play.
Credit hard.
Credit hard.
Run.
Run. Carrying a credit card balance greater than 30% of your credit limit will hurt your credit score, even if you pay the full balance on time. Credit card balance greater than 30% will hurt your credit score.
True.
True.
Final
answer. Correct. What is a potential drawback of having a high credit limit? A potential drawback of having a high credit limit. 15 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds on the clock. Need an answer, Coach?
1, final answer.
1, final answer. They got it. They pulled it out last second. That's from midfield. It's handed off. It's around the end. Untouched, unabated. Down to the 22-yard line.
Hard savings.
Savings hard.
Pass.
Passing play. Parents or guardians can open a, quote, kiddie IRA for minors who have an earned income. A kiddie IRA.
She said she has one. True.
The answer, true. Final answer, got it. Correct.
There we go.
Which saving strategy is least likely to work? Which of these saving strategies is least likely to work? With 8 seconds on the clock. We need a quick one. 7, 5,
1.
1. Final answer. With 2 seconds left on the clock, and they got it. Woo, right down. We're in the red zone here with a first down. 4 chances to score here.
Debt easy.
Debt easy. Run or
Oh,
pass?
sorry, pass.
Pass. Your loan's interest rate and annual percentage rate, APR, are always the same. Loan's interest rate and APR are
False.
always the same. False. Final answer? Correct. They got it. Lined up here at the 9-yard line, trying to get in the end zone. Back to pass. Quick pass underneath for a 4-yard gain.
Savings easy.
Savings easy.
Run.
Run. This could be it. Putting aside money for retirement is considered a long-term savings goal for young employees.
1, final answer.
1 true final answer. They got it. Will it be enough? Handoff right up the middle. Ooh, it's stuffed. Stuffed at the goal line. Stuffed at the goal line. One more here, Coach.
Life events easy.
Life events easy. Smart play.
Another run.
Another run. Rental agreements and lease contracts are similar because they can be changed monthly. Rental agreements and lease contracts are similar
False.
because they can
Final
be changed monthly. False. Final answer, they say. Bang. You got it.
Be sneak.
Right at the goal line here as they line up. 2 in the backfield, 3 wide. They hand off straight up the middle. There you go. Touchdown, New England Patriots.
Go for 2.
2. All right.
Pass.
Pass. A down payment is what you initially pay for the house, while the borrowed amount is paid with what?
4. Final answer.
Answer 4, mortgage payments. Final answer. Correct. Snap is good, thrown into the end zone, 2-point conversion. The Patriots are putting the pressure on the Raiders now, 16-8 with 5 minutes left in the second half. You got to think your strategy here and the plays you want to run. Here's the deep kick.
All right, Raiders. Which category?
Easy credit.
Easy credit. Running or passing?
Passing, please.
Passing. Carrying balance on your credit card from one billing cycle to the next can damage your credit. True or false?
True. Final answer.
True. Final answer. All right, correct.
Raiders lined up at about the 30. Back to pass and a nice 5-yard gain.
All right, category.
Medium credit.
Medium credit. Running or passing?
Passing.
Passing. A credit card issuer gives you 4 choices here.
Four. Final answer.
4, final answer. All right.
Ooh, 2nd and 5
All right,
completion
nice
for a
play.
first
First
down,
down.
Raiders.
All right, category.
Medium life events.
Medium life events.
Passing.
Passing. Having a real estate attorney or real estate agent look over your mortgage contract before you sign it can be a good idea because
Four. Final answer.
4, final answer. All right, you've earned a blitz.
They're in the blitz.
All right, 7-yard gain. I think you have 2 questions, 1 question left on the board. Life events, easy. Running or passing?
Running.
Running play.
You guys be fast.
Your rent can't increase from 1 year to the next. True or false?
Deep discussions in the huddle right now. 20 seconds on the clock. Oh,
False.
man.
Final answer.
False final answer.
All right.
Correct. Good job. Handoff straight up the middle. Ooh, tough,
Got the first
but
down.
not before getting the first down.
Okay.
Hard financial institutions.
Hard financial institutions. Running or
Passing.
Passing. Your debit card PIN should
False
always
final
be your birthday.
answer.
False final answer. Correct. When you have to pay interest to a bank, it is because
20 seconds on the clock.
yeah.
Two. Final answer.
2, final answer.
Can we blitz? Can we blitz?
Correct.
Blitz.
You want to blitz?
Overdrafts can
wants-
happen when you use.
Okay, ethics.
Overdrafts can happen when you use
Credit
Patriots
card.
defense.
Consensus.
When, can you tell me when to say? Because I don't know what that means.
Give us an answer.
Okay.
Trying to run the
4.
clock. I'm going to put it 3 seconds now. I need you, coach. 3 seconds.
Yeah.
4, final answer.
4, final answer for a blitz. I like the strategy. Incorrect. Back to the Raiders. Ooh, it's a big game.
All right.
Okay.
45
Hard
seconds.
Debt.
Hard debt.
Hard debt.
Passing.
Passing.
Audible.
Lenders don't have any way to figure out whether you owe other companies or people money.
And the clock is running.
False final answer.
False final
False
answer.
final answer. Correct. Which of the following could be an example of good debt?
Two final answer.
2, final answer. Correct.
All right.
If we don't get a touchdown here, we're gonna lose. Why? There's only 5 seconds left.
Stiff arm going towards the end zone, and he makes it with 0 seconds on the clock. Oh,
right.
man.
Okay, 2-point conversion or 2-point
point.
conversion.
Gotta go for 2. Gotta go for 2,
Running,
Attleboro.
passing.
Passing.
Passing. On a $500 loan, that $500 is the blank amount.
One final answer.
1 final answer. Correct. All right. Yeah.
Oh, wide
right.
open.
Conversion is
Conversion's
good.
good. End of game with a tie. The Patriots of Canton, 16, and the Raiders of Attleboro, 16. Wow. Dead heat.
Wow. What do you do if you end in a tie?
What do we do in a tie? I don't know. This is like, I think we just say, look, everybody won. You all played a good game. And because you won, you all get to meet Richard Seymour and take a photo in a minute. How's that? All right?
Great game.
So,
Congratulations to both teams.
first of all, how about all you players give it up for your coaches that have put a lot of time into this? Thank you to the coaches. Congratulations to all the players. Not only did you get to experience a great day here today, learn some stuff, have some fun, but you also got out of school for the day, so you can thank me for that one. I brought you down here, right? Listen, we all appreciate this so much. What you need to do now, though, is to be the ambassador. To say that you came today, you met Kathleen, you heard from myself, you met with Richard Seymour, and to go back to your schools and say, you know, this is something that we should be talking about. You are leaders. You are leaders. This is more often caught than taught. The teachers can actually go and talk about this stuff, but when they see you making decisions, saving and saying, yeah, I want those AF1s or I want those Jordans, but I need to be able to save so I can get my car in a couple of years too, or whatever it may be, that is contagious. So keep doing what you're doing. All right, everybody here believes in you, believes that you're going to make the right decisions for the rest of your life, and we just appreciate you for being a part of this. So with that,
Before that, I do want to recognize Senator Feeney. He is your senator. He has been elected in your jurisdiction, and he is just a heartfelt champion of financial education. And so, thank you so much for your leadership,
Thank you,
Senator
Kathleen.
Feeney.
Thank you. And to the bankers, once again, to the Bankers Association and all their members that are here, thank you for being a partner. And once again, to Visa, who has been leading the charge across the country for financial education and financial literacy. Thank you. And one more time, give yourself a round of applause.